My name is Dr. Peter Froese. A little bit about me. I've been around education for over 3 decades. I began my education in public education in the province of British Columbia, Canada, and then continued my education in independent schools in the same province in British Columbia. And more recently, I have been spending the last 2 years in offshore schools here in China with Maple Leaf. I have a bit of education under my belt. I was fortunate enough to have a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate degree, which I obtained in educational leadership and policy from University of British Columbia in Vancouver, Canada. And as I pointed out, for the last 2 years, I've been the superintendent of schools for Maple Leaf. Okay, it's time to give you the opportunity to ask me some questions. So I've got a poll question that you might want to ask me about. And the one I'm posing for you right now is, what would be your concern about teaching overseas? And if you want to raise your hand, I'll see if I can click on it and answer your question. So those of you that have a question, now's your chance. Okay, Maria, what can I do for you?
Yes, I would like to ask about the language, please.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, thank you for the question. The question was, she would like to know about the language piece. The instruction that we provide in Maple Leaf is English. The instruction is entirely in the English language. However, our students are able to graduate with a dual diploma. And the dual diploma is a Chinese diploma as well as a British Columbia diploma. So we do also offer Mandarin to our students, and we also offer Chinese social studies. So those courses are taught by certified Chinese teachers. But for those that are employed by Maple Leaf from foreign locations, the language of instruction is English.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Maria. Any other questions? Hi, Dominique. What can I do for you? Okay, do you want to unmute your mic, please, Dominique?
Oh, yes. Hello, Peter.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. So I sent a question through the chat saying, with regards to safety, given the global problems that we've been seeing on the media, what are your strategies on keeping the teachers safe while they are overseas?
Okay, that's a really good question, Dominique. So I'm going to spend a little time on that one. And I'm going to make it personal. I came back to, I was in Canada over the Spring Festival and came back to China in about the middle of February. And my family back home said, Peter, do not go back to China. It's not safe. Don't go back to China. And at that time, the virus had not had a significant impact on the United States or in Canada, or it was in Italy. They were dealing with it in Europe, but not in North America. And so my family was saying, I'm putting myself in danger by coming to China. And I got to tell you that even at that time, when I flew over here, I had to wear a mask, I had to wear gloves, and I was put in quarantine for a short period of time. But I can tell you that I feel safe here. I don't feel at risk. There are rigorous protections that are taking place in the community and within our own campus as well. For example, I went out to dinner this evening with some colleagues, and when we came back, my temperature was taken. In the morning, when I arrive on the campus, I have to show an app to indicate that I have not been in an area of China where I might have come in contact with somebody who had been exposed to the virus. There are such few cases of a coronavirus right now in China. They're in the single digits. It's really a safe place. We are taking good precautions here on campus. We still require all our teachers to wear masks. I have mine readily available here if I need it. And all of our teachers wear masks, and we ask our students to wear masks as well, for their own safety and for the safety of others. We want to make sure that if we can minimize the risk, we want to do that for our teachers. I know that we get mixed messages when you hear that the border is closed in for China, but right now that closure is not so much to control the virus within China, it's to control the risk of getting a second wave coming from outside of China. But if you are here, I think you can rest assured that you will be very, very safe. I'm extending my time here. I feel very safe in China, and I would argue that if you were able to come, you would find that feeling in very short order if you just spent some time in the community and in your school.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I see another hand. Dominic, we just did that. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to move on. I've answered the questions. Let's proceed on with the presentation.